This playthrough is rated E10+.
After breaking through Grand Mayor's defenses, the Divine Empire stormed the castle. Serdic steeled himself for a counterattack from the Imperial forces. He was met instead by Onra cultists, led by the Traitor's Court wizard, Mefryu. Stage 26, Bretwalde Liberated. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Rondo of Swords. In the last episode, we charged the front of Bretwalde, defeating all on our way, and entered inside the nougaty goodness center of the castle. However, someone dark and grim is waiting for us. No soldiers, this is... Cuss them, they're too soon. Damn, Serdic, you were supposed to buy me time. Mefryu, the evil necromancer himself, the goth kid. Time to take him out. Anyway, we did our training, got the forbidden fruits, shopping. Ooh, we got some night amulets. That's not bad. They're decent defensive gear. Training, completed the Devil's Tail, money cult, and got our prison proofs. All right, let's put in the characters that have some dialogue, which is Egel, Owl, and Egrain. Where are you, Egrain? There we go.
I'm gonna do my best.
And then we'll go over the rest of the stuff here in a second.
Egrain, what is Mefryu's objective? The darkness?
Is he attacking the darkness?
He wants the darkness power which is sealed by Holy King Altreus. It's such a bad idea. You don't want his power? No, not at all. Honor teaches us to live in the serenity that the darkness brings. Interpreting that to mean cover the world in darkness is really stretching the meaning. I guess not all Honor initiates are alike. You're to figure that out?
Quiet, you. Quiet, Peabody. All right, sorry. I'll bet the princess would have loved to see him again.
Don't talk that way. Mary's home. She lives on in Serdic's Holy Blade.
That sounds real nice, but it's just words.
You're right. The dead cannot speak for themselves. That's why it's left to the living to guess at what they might have wanted. We must do so in order to move forward.
And this is what you think the princess was hoping for?
I don't know how far ahead Mary's plans extended, but for Serdic to reclaim Bretwalde with Holy Blade in hand, I find it hard to believe she would have wished it otherwise.
So you're saying if this wasn't her plan, she wouldn't have staked her life on it?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't necessarily expect you to agree, of course.
That's your idea of a convincing argument. I'll think on a while more. Yeah, Al's got some thinking to do in here, but anyway, let's reform the party. Alright, let's remove them, because we're not going to be using them. Okay, so we want to use Ansem, Cotton, and Alhambra for this, like always. Errands. Quest-wise, we want to send K to the, let's see, we want to send him to the 7th Atelier. We'll see, we'll send Al to the other, where are you? There it is. To the Miracle Drops to get the Soma Drop and Hero Gem. Usually I'd send Cotton to go the Tower's Tail, but since I want to use her for this battle, we'll send Arios instead. And then for Sage's Proof, we'll send Egrain to get a Sage's Proof. And then for everyone else, training. Just do general. Oops. Oh, actually, we'll use Rukia for selling stuff. Let's see. Yep, okay. We'll send her shopping. Might as well have her sell that bullion stuff while we're here. Oops. Let's let her sell. I just really wish selling wasn't, or buying wasn't a random occurrence. That I would do it more often if it wasn't so random. Alright, let's see. Quest training. Okay. Formation. Let's see. Anything I need from you? Let's get your... Actually, let's give you a little bit more attack. It will max out your life. Since you're going to be the tank, so I want you to be that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I need to swap out your gear since we got some better defensive gear. Because last episode, we got the Empire Amulet. It gives you 19 defense. So it'll give him a nice little chunk of defensive capabilities. Ansem, I don't think I need to swap your stuff out. Although we did get another interesting set of gear for movement purposes, which is the ceramic ring. 1 to movement, but 20 reduction in defense. So that can be kind of tough to make a call on that one, just because of the defense loss. Maybe a wizard character, because they're going to get probably one-shotted by a spell anyway. So, let's see. You, I think I want to raise your Vital Strike to try and see if I can get you to crit more often. We'll give you a couple points to that. Let's see. Cotton. Let's go ahead and max out your magic, I think. Alhambra. Let's max out your lateral blow, so you do more damage from the side. Yumi Luna. Let's raise your max AP a little bit. And Izuna. Let's give you frontal blow. Actually, let's max out your life and give you a couple points in the frontal blow. I usually don't like attacking people from the front, but Izuna is better handled for that because of her HP and everything like that. Not so much her defense. Oh yeah, let's give her some better defensive gear since we got all those night amulets. Give those to her. Because those will give her 8 instead of whatever I've given her, so decent amount of defense. And I think that's it. Okay. This one isn't a little tough, but I wouldn't say super tough. There is a bit of RNG involved. Anyway, we had to defeat Mefryu, defeat conditions that Serdic just defeated. So we got an interesting combination of enemies here. So we got Ritualists here, Wizards with Hell Warrior, decent damage. Nothing too crazy though. But then we've got Clerics. They've got, some have Cure Drop, all of them have Cure Drop, and some of them have Aurora Terrorie. It's kind of, I think this one does, and this one. Or no, it's this one. Yeah, okay. Those two have Aurora Terrorie. I think the rest of them have Cure Drops. Oh, this one has Aurora Terrorie too. Sorry, it's not all of them. It's like some of them have it and some of them don't. So, and then when it comes to the Wizards, this guy has Soul Rend, which is a status affliction spell, so it won't do any damage. So it'll give you like weakness and glass and stuff like that. Another Soul Rend is, I believe, this guy. Yeah, he has Soul Rend. This guy has Abyss Gate, which has does okay damage, but has a small chance of insta-killing an enemy, so you have to be kind of careful with that one. It doesn't matter how much magic you have, it just has a chance of doing that. This guy also has, this high wizard also has Abyss Gate too. This wizard has 7 Menace, which is high damaging darkness spell. And then when it comes to these guys here, they have alternating abilities. So this one, oops, back up there. This guy has Magic Guard and Befuddle, but then the next guy down the line will have Invoke Might and ZOC, and it kind of goes off. Befuddle, ZOC, Befuddle, ZOC, Befuddle. And then we got a couple of knights here. All of them have ZOC, but these two guys have Invoke Life, and then this guy has Vital Power, which he'll heal up every turn. And then we got 2 of the big guards for Mefryu. High Captains, they got ZOC, Arrow Guard, Magic Guard number 13. And this guy's got Vital Power and Invoke Might instead. And then finally, the big bad himself, Mefryu. If you're playing on the good path, he's the final boss. If not, he's only a midway boss. He can be kind of annoying because of his items he's got. He's got the LCL, which is a staff bleed to be made from pieces of a black hole. Sun, don't you come and wash away the rain. Even though I don't like that music, I remember that song. Anyway, he's got the Astral Ring, which increases his MP, but the big item about him is the Worm Metal, which means we have to deplete his MP before we can hit his MP. But luckily for us, his defense isn't very high, so one good strike from Ansem or someone will be enough to finish him off. And you can't really do much after his MP's gone. You have to be careful, though, because his Overbreak can restore his MP. And he's got Abyss Shard, Ars Magna, which all improve his damage, but Ars Magna reduces his MP cost. He's got 7 Menace and Pandemonium. 7 Menace has like a range of 8, and Pandemonium, you have to be like, I think like 5 or 6 squares next to him, but it has a really huge block range, but he only casts it if he's surrounded or if you're like right next to him. Mefryu is male, age 29. He's a Rune Master. He's got Dark Charge. MP restores MP by calling on the power of darkness. His bio, Serge is Bretwalde's court wizard, but was raised by the Order of Vanra, a dark sect. After losing a friend to Verona's purges, he sought revenge through the servitude to the darkness. So he's an emo kid. Great. Alright, so let's take on these guys one by one. It's basically a slowly but surely race. We slowly go up the line here, finishing off these guys. We want to use Serdic as the tank. If you're not building Serdic up as a tank, use Margus instead if you want. But it's nothing we can't handle, so. Really, the danger comes in really just making sure you don't put your like weaker enemies out in front of the line for your melees. As long as you pay attention to that, you should be fine. And the people with Soul Rend can only cast Soul Rend once. So after that, after you get afflicted, you're good to go. And it only takes a couple of turns for stat afflictions to disappear, so... I think I've shown this ability off before. Alright, let's see what stats affliction he got. He got... weak, so it means he's physically can take more damage. But other than that... Alright, finish this guy off with Ansem. And then you have you...
You're practically standing.
Yeah, that should have finished him off. Oh well. I should probably didn't crit or something like that. Yeah, let's move up a little bit. At some point, when we move too far up, all the enemies and all those knights will eventually charge at us. And usually we want to use, if we're gonna be like getting hit by this guy, which I believe he has a range of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so make sure not to stand past that point. Yeah, this guy could have a lot of ZOC, so. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It had to be right here, so which he can hit Ansem, so I'm not gonna put him there. And Ansem, unfortunately, as good as Ansem is, he is not good against if wizards actually decide to smack him. Hell, looks like all the knights want a piece of Ansem, apparently. Look at that. You can kind of almost tell who enemies are going for by the way they move their formations. Like their initial target, which in this case is Ansem. May have Cotton take the hit. This guy can hit us like 3 times or whatever before he runs out of magic, but I'd rather get him in one go. So I might move Ansem into line to finish him off, maybe. Okay, see, who's the ZOC guy? I believe that's this guy. Yeah, finish him off with Cotton.
Check out my
Since they have a chance, since they'll boink us back, so might set Ansem up for a. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'd have to be right here to handle that. So okay. See, it was what was 9 again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's this spot here. Right. Just make sure.
I'll chew you up and spit you.
Actually got countered. Well, that makes things a little bit more interesting. So we'll just set him there for to be attacked by that guy then. Yeah, Ansem, usually I use Ansem and Cotton for ZOC guys, so. Actually, probably could have finished that guy off with Alhambra. She's got enough movement. The reason I don't like getting hit by the Abyss Gate ability, which is what that one wizard is I was focusing on, is there's a small chance he'll insta-kill me. It's very low, but it's still possible, and I don't like that. Two guys have that one, I forgot to mention. This guy and this guy right here have it. See, you've got befuddle, so it doesn't matter who hits you, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, just basically around this guy, so. But if I get boinked, which is possible. Get rid of all you guys.
Check out my magic. I'll chew you up and spit you.
No, not bad.
You're
I also want to save my MP if I can for if Alhambra gets boinked or whatever by accident. So gonna finish this guy off.
Take this.
Yeah, like I said, not super hard. You just have to pay attention to enemy movements. There is a way to make this battle a little bit more harder too, depending on how you move as well. So you have to be kind of careful with that. So I think I need to move there to hit him. So I'll wait. Move over. Oh, nice. Let's see. Yeah, you don't have the funnel set, or you don't have or ZOC, so we'll give it to whoever needs the experience. Oh, you got hit, so you got crazed, but that doesn't really affect us too badly. So I'll just wait till we get rid of that wizard. Now, the thing with this battle is interesting that if you decide to go over to the sides here, there's that guy off. If you end up going over here, these doors will fill with enemies that'll keep spawning until the end of the map. 2 on every side. One will have ZOC and the other one won't. So it's kind of annoying. So as long as you have a good range character or Cotton to just magic these guys, you'll be fine. So, because even if we go straight through here, they won't spawn. It's only if you pass this point here will they spawn on either side. Interesting mechanic there, but you just have cure drops. And you've got the Soul Ren, you've got the Hell Warrior, so in this case it doesn't matter who gets hit at this point, so at least with the Serdic he has insta healing because of his class, so which makes him a lot more useful on this path than it's weird how the Paladin doesn't have the auto heal class, but Cold Emperor does. Yeah, I'll go ahead and finish. Well, since you want to hit us with Status Afflictions, why not? Let's see.
Take this.
Hell Warrior has, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he's out of his range. Might as well, maybe should heal Azuna. I don't know. We'll see. No, I thought he had to. Well, it doesn't matter. He's not going to do that much damage to Serdic. I could have swore I was out of his range. Must have miscounted. Well, luckily this guy doesn't do that much damage, and we'll heal it up anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I guess he has 9. For some reason, I thought he had a 8 on that one. Must have misremembered. Oh, nuts. Oh well. That's fine. Whatever.
Take this.
Oh no, you have Cure Drop. Never mind. I always forget that it's this guy who's an Aurora Terrorier, so. You know, we'll just finish him off with her. Why not?
Check out my magic.
Alright, the next one is this guy. I might have him waste his magic because this guy has just enough range to hit us with magic attacks. If you want to like weaken these guys, you can technically get this guy without getting hit, but then you're trying to pull this guy, but which is fine actually. I don't mind getting hit with magic from that guy. One way you could do it is to get basically Ansem to hit this guy and then teleport backwards, which I don't think Yumi Luna's teleport is that high right now. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 right there, and then have sort of like somewhere. Yeah, we could do that. These guys off.
This.
The Ansem will be stealing all the experience, of course, like always. Yeah, Serdic's already healed already, so. The only problem is I don't have a lot of MP for teleporting, so that's one of those like. Yeah, let's get Yumi Luna in a position for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe it's 10 on hers. Yeah, 10 on this guy, so.
Take this.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's stand. Or sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's stand there. Oh, one below. Now let's go up one more, and then we'll do that. That should be enough to. Yeah. Okay. That way, get him out of the way of the. It doesn't cost that much. It only costs 35, and I haven't had to heal anyone yet, so. It's not so much the damage, it's the random chance that you might one-shot me from a... It's a very small percentage that they can do that, but it is still possible, so.
Accept God's
And as I said, it doesn't cost that much because I haven't maxed it out yet, so. Alright, now we can start finishing off these guys. And I don't mind the damaging spells, that's fine, so. Because those, well, the damaging spells that don't have any extra afflictions, you know, or abilities or whatever, so. You guys are gonna stand there. Mefryu does also have a pretty decent range when it comes to his magic as well. Just gonna break you.
Here I go!
Then we'll just have Cotton take a few turns while she... Actually, technically I can have Ansem assist in weakening these guys too, because they don't... They're just out of range for me to get targeted by them. Yeah, I love when people are just out of range.
Check out my magic!
And I finished him off. He's gonna...
This.
Oh, okay, never mind. One more attack. I guess we didn't get crit or nothing. Yeah, the problem with Ansem is even though he does a ton of damage, he's still, obviously because the knights have higher defense,
Take
you know,
this.
there's only so much you can do, so. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. She'll take the hit. We've been hit by this spell before, but it's the 7 misses where a bunch of black, like, tentacles hit her or whatever. Or not tentacles, you know what I mean. Ow! Stop it! Oh no! Ow! Ow! Anyway. Please, no more. I'm begging you. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that as long as you don't move past a certain point, we don't have to worry about those random knights popping up, so. Yeah, the next challenge will be the guard tier, because technically they're right... If you have, like, Selmar or something like that, you could technically piddle these guys down, because their range is high. It's just with the... with Cotton, she's right in their range to attack her, as you can see there. So the challenge with this one is basically... Well, you could basically weaken them with, like, Ansem and then keep teleporting them. You just have to be aware that, you know, she can only teleport so many times before she's out of magic, so.
Great darkness.
Now he's gonna hit him with, get her with that. She can take the hits, though, so. That's why you kind of want to save a lot of your MP or your overbreaks for this. So that way you can heal his magic. We wanted to basically cast this magic so that way I can afford to basically get meleeed by these guys. So we'll do it one more time and then we'll overbreak with her to heal herself. Because we know she can take the damage. Because her magic's high enough. Okay, let's overbreak so we heal our MP and our HP, of course. Alright, you can do it one more time, so let's do that. Oh, I thought you could do it one more time. Okay, he's just out of magic, so I think he can cast Pandemonium, though, so, which Serdic can take the hit if it really comes down to that. So let's pull in you with Serdic. I think I'll hold off on healing her, so now we'll just leave everyone here. Come on over. Interrogator. Boink! And we heal some of that HP you just did, so.
Check out my magic!
And then finish him off with Cotton. Once again. And once again with Cotton, finish him off. Nah, I'm not gonna heal just because she doesn't have an infinite healing pool, so. Oops. Alright, let's see if we can get him to cast Pandemonium if we can. We just need to get a little bit closer to him. Once again, it won't do a ton of damage to us, so... I think he has enough MP for Pandemonium. No? I could swear he could cast Pandemonium. It's basically a blast spell. It hits like a huge location from his spot, so... I guess he's just out of MP. Let me check again on Pandemonium. I always forget on that spell. Let's see. It's by the way, Pandemonium is unique only to Mefryu. No one else can cast it. It costs. You should be able to cast it. It's basically a max level. It's 11 by 11 square. But it costs 175 MP to cast, so never mind. We don't have to worry about him. Does he even have any overbreak? No. Okay, well anyway, we need to get some dialogue. So Serdic has dialogue with Mefryu there, so. Yeah, it can be. It's actually, well, it's damaging, but only if you like getting hit with a bunch of weaker enemies and stuff like that, so. Okay. We're good there then, so. Alright, let's run through them with Serdic. Am I really not close enough to us? Huh. Well, there's dialogue with Serdic if you run through them, so. Yeah, on this mode, Mefryu is not as challenging because on on the other mode, he has ways of healing himself, like getting his magic back, so. Prepare yourself, Mefryu. Prepare for what? A cheap imitation? What do you mean? I thought we were just a body double. Yeah, that's the last bit of dialogue for that, so. Then we gain a level for killing Mefryu. I failed to break the seal. Time to withdraw and consider my next move carefully. Get back here, you coward. Yeah, of course he runs away. He's gone. If Mefryu thinks he can escape me, he's mistaken. Alright. Yeah, not too bad of a battle. As long as you just pay attention to ranges and stuff like that, you'll be fine. And we get the Aster Ring, Odd Fruit, and Soma Droplet from beating him. So, alright, well, looks like our path to Bretwalde is doing pretty well. However, Mefryu has gotten away, and we can't let that happen. So we got to chase after him. But what'll stand in our way as we pursue our pursuer at one point? Find out next time in the next episode of Rondo of Swords. Not Rondo of Blades, that's a different game. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.